Do you find yourself struggling to grow your business no matter how much hard work and dedication you put in? By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I went from struggling trying to figure this whole business thing out to being able to get high paying customers no matter what the economic conditions are. Now, I come from a low income community, okay? And I know a lot of entrepreneurs just like myself who are struggling like me to get business to a place where it's growing and thriving, and where you can be able to inspire others to be able to do the same thing. But here's what we're doing, right? We're doing everything on our own because of the lack of resources. There's not that much time because you're wearing so many hats. And one thing that I also realize is that the customers we tend to tailor our products and services to are individuals from the same community that we're a part of, that distressed community. And the problem with this is they're in survival mode just like we are. And people that are in survival mode, at least I know for myself, I tend to only purchase the things that I need. If it's not for family or if it's not for growing my business, I'm not spending no money on it. Now, of course, everybody supports each other. Like they'll come out and buy your product 1, 2 times. I'll buy your product 1, maybe 3 times. But after I've supported, I'm going back to purchasing the things that I need for family and to grow the business. Unless you have a product or a service that people absolutely need, like grocery store, barbershop, gas, things that people need on a daily basis, you're going to get that initial support. But after that initial support, business tends to go downhill. This is why a lot of businesses stop thriving after about 7 months. I realized that in order for me to grow, I have to stop thinking about keeping my price cheap so that my community members can afford my services. Instead, I got to figure out how can I sell to people who want and can continue to purchase my services no matter what. And here's 2 ways of doing it. Number 1 is what I do. I make people more money. Okay. With my services, I do marketing and communications consultant, and I can pick up the camera and help you create content, right? So for example, if this company over here has the potential to make $100,000 a month, but they're struggling, if I could generate them $100,000, they won't mind paying me $20,000. You get what I'm saying? So number 2 is learning to add unique value to whatever product or service you are offering. That could be solving people's frustrations through your product or figuring out what people's pain points are and addressing those in a unique way. And here's an example. Let's think about G-Wagon versus Kia, right? A Kia is roughly about 25. It starts at about $24,000 for a brand new Kia. A brand new G-Wagon starts at roughly $140,000. Now, it seems obvious that you would want to purchase the one that's going to save you about $100,000, but there are people who purchase that. And let's look at the difference. Kia says to themselves, how can we make a cheap vehicle that is reliable, that is comfortable, that's not going to break down on you, right? But G-Wagon, they say, no, we want to change the entire driving experience. They got off-roading capabilities. They got a way more powerful engine. The driving assistance is great. They put extreme quality and they add extreme value to this. So there's somebody out there who's willing to pay money for that level of quality and value that they get from this, okay? And think about this. We've had a few consecutive quarters where the market was down and everybody's talking about an upcoming recession and how bad GDP is. Guess which one of these businesses' sales have suffered during this economic downturn? Is it the one that's $140,000 or is it the one that's $24,000? It seems obvious that people wouldn't want to pay $140,000 when times are hard. But no, the one that suffered the most was the $24,000 one. And the reason is because the market of the $24,000 vehicle is individuals who are working class, lower class, and lower. When times get hard, they spend less on things that they want and they only get things they need. But the people who can afford a G-Wagon are going to seek that value no matter what. No matter what. These people have assets that continue to generate no matter what the economic downturn is, no matter what's going on. They're the least phased or they're phased last by any type of economic downturn. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't want to be that guy that starts a shoe business and I'm selling $200 shoes and my community can't afford them. But I challenge this mindset because number 1, I don't want to take money from my community. I want to make money outside my community and bring it to my community. Number one. Number two, if you started an affordable shoe company, you have to understand that you're now competing with a larger company who already has an affordable shoe, right? So let's say Nike Monarchs, if you're competing against the Nike Monarchs, Nike has this market budget that can out budget you. They can reach all of the distressed communities around the world, whereas you can reach the people that you got on your Facebook and your Instagram or whatever you can afford to run a Facebook, Instagram ad or a Google ad. They're going to outwork you, right? So you put your business in danger of being scarce. And nobody wants Nike Monarchs, right? But if you sat down and you said, I want to add extreme value to the shoe, I want to add some type of quality, and you realize that there's something unique about us individually, right? And if we take that uniqueness and we put that into our products and our services, nobody can really compete with that yet. You can separate yourself and somebody's willing to pay for that specific value. You have a way better chance of succeeding than going the affordable route so that people can afford it. Add value and somebody's going to buy it regardless. And then if you succeed over here, you can give back to your community. Now, I completely understand the pushback that I'm going to get on this because this is the mindset of where I come from, of making things affordable so that people can afford them. But this is why small businesses are suffering because their customers are individuals who only purchase the things that they need. So you and I, we got two choices. We could either continue to focus on price and try to make money off of friends, family, and our community members. Or I can continue to add extreme value to my product or my service, which might make the price go up, but go find customers out there who are willing to pay that. Follow me for more tips and tricks on how to grow as an artist.